I am going to remind you in advance that I am very sorry and I apologize for the inconvenience of me not giving a
I guess I'm late to the party, but it's better than never trying to get justice for Shanquella Robinson. In Mexico, those who are arrested are considered guilty until proven innocent, with a predictable results. The great majority of accused never see a judge or a goddamn warrant. At present, a person who commits a crime in Mexico has a 2% chance of being caught and punished, in part because police often ask a person who reports the crime to pay for the case to be solved or dismissed. And if that person refuses to pay, then that person become at risk of being a suspect and being arrested. I said all that to say, in this case, the math ain't mathing. I'm not gonna show the video of her getting beat up in the hotel room. You already know that already. Go find it elsewhere. What I'm here to talk about is, after the fight was over, they call for help, right? They call downstairs for somebody to bring a doctor to come check on her, and that was the last time and the only good thing that these people did. So think about it. She's dead. They call a doctor. The doctor said, hey, your friend is not going to make it, and your friend end up dying, right? Don't you think that they will call the police? Or if they did call the police, did they pay the police off and was able to board a plane to come back to America? That makes more sense to me than anything else. So I'm gonna let what homeboy in the next video I'm about to play said what these people told her mom.
We want justice for Shanquella Robinson, okay? Her best friend of more than 5 years, about 6, 7 years. His name is Khalil Cook. Now, Khalil is a friend. I'm talking about like a friend. You know how you have that best friend where you hang out with, you go on vacations together, you hang out all the time, you go out to dinner, shopping, whatever. You come over to mama's house, you hang out, and we're talking about best friend. We're not talking about no friend where we just meet people at the club 3, 4 times and then we call ourselves friends. No, we're not talking about them type of friends. We're talking about someone who is supposed to have your back. Someone. I remember when I spoke to the mom and Shanquella's sister today, Quilla. She told me that Khalil would be walking around pacing. Whatever it was that happened, it was eating him alive. So he brings over um, he bring over Winter and Dejanay. Okay, he brings those two over at one point. You know, at that point, the family had been told that there was a fight over there and that they jumped on Shanquella. Well, the sister, Quilla, had asked the girls, was it true or not? And they said no, it was no fight going on. It wasn't nothing like that or whatever. Um, so they said at this point, we just gonna wait for the autopsy to come back. All right, y'all saying it's alcohol poisoning, y'all not changing. Okay, we're just gonna wait till the autopsy to come back. Well, the autopsy comes back, and the autopsy says that Shanquella had a broken neck. She had her spinal cord was severed, broken, and she was beaten. A photo that when I spoke to Mr. Bernard earlier this morning, he told me that he shared a photo with the mom and the sister that showed Shanquella on the table, and it showed her forehead swollen, eyes swollen, lips busted, as if she had got into a fight.
In the video, you heard homeboy, her best friend, told her mom that she died of alcohol poisoning, right? And then her mom got her daughter's body back from Mexico, and then her best friend got one of the girls that was there to come to the house and tell her mom that she got jumped. She got jumped by who? By y'all niggas. Because there's no way in hell you're going to get alcohol poisoning, a broken neck, and a cracked spine. Right? So I'm guessing you guys thought, you know what? She's drunk. We can tell a story that she was drunk. She got beat up. Right? And then that would be the story. But guess what? In theory, it would be right, because when you're drunk, you talk a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything, you can fight anybody, whoop anybody's ass, and get away with it. But that story would have been great. But guess what? You fucking idiots videotaped the whole fucking thing of what happened. And then you came back to America, right? One of you dumbasses showed that video to somebody else, and that person felt guilty and leaked the video online. And that showed us exactly what happened and why the math ain't mathing. So, all I can say is, man, turn yourselves in. Not 6 of you guys, just one of you guys. I'm pretty sure you guys watch the last 48 hours, right? Whoever turned himself in first gets a plea deal. I'm not sure if that's going to apply since you guys murdered her in Mexico, but in my beginning statement, I read you guys something about Mexican law, where you guys couldn't make a deal if you guys didn't already did with the police, and you guys might have to make another deal. But either way, if you guys were white, then this would have been swept under the rug and nobody wouldn't care. But since you're black, they are going to throw your black asses under the goddamn jail. So, turn yourself in, make a deal, and then hope for the fucking best. But that's kind of fucked up, right? Your friends did that to you. My stepfather, before he died, taught me, hey man, you ain't got no friends, man. You got associates. Because your friends will always betray you. Doesn't matter when, where, and how, your friends will always let you down. And now your supposedly friend is fucking dead. Dead in another goddamn country. And you guys came back and fucking lied about it. So, turn yourself in, learn some goddamn Spanish, right? Because when you go to jail, right, just like you said in the video, why don't you fight back? The same thing is going to be coming your way when you're coming for your culo. Remember, why don't you fight back? Because it's fucked up what you guys did to that young lady, your supposedly friend. And now you guys are on the run. So turn yourself in, make a plea deal, and hope for the best. Which, Mexican jail, if you thought American jail was fucked up, oh, you guys are in for a rude awakening for the rest of your goddamn dying days.